Yeah, good day, guys. Hope everyone is doing well. Okay, now we are going to be back testing US, not US 30, but the NAS 100. Yeah, okay. Now we do have a few guidelines which we are going to follow, and they are as follows. I hope this is quite clear. Yes, I think it is. Okay, the strategy we'll be using is just a simple one where you use the 4-hour time frame. In that 4-hour time frame, we're looking for psychological key levels. Within those psychological key levels, we're looking at the double zeros and the 50 levels. Meaning, okay, now the psychological key level has got to end with double zeros, that level which we have selected as either support or either as resistant. Also, the same goes for 50. The key levels will have to end with 50 or the last two digits of either support or the resistance level. It will get clear as I clarify it doing it practically. And we are also looking for market structure. Is the market creating higher highs, higher lows, or lower highs, or lower lows? Is our market maybe is it bullish? Is it bearish? Is it trending? That is what we're looking for on our 4-hour time frame. We're also plotting obviously the trend lines. Okay, are we up market? Are we trending upwards, or are we trending on the downwards direction? And the other time frame we're using is the 15 minutes. Basically, with this strategy or with this way of trading, we're only using two time frames. It's only 4 hours and as well as 15 minutes. Okay, within the 15 minutes, what we're looking for, we're looking at how the market approaches the psychological key levels. Is it approaching it like with high volume, or is it approaching it in a corrective manner? Those are some of the things we're looking for as in the 15 minutes. How is the market approaching the psychological key levels, which we have plotted on the 4-hour time frame. And also we're looking for chart patterns. Chart patterns meaning we're looking for continuation patterns as well as reversal patterns. We are only trading once we are approaching the psychological key levels. That is what I'm looking at, just to only trade once I'm approaching the psychological key levels, or maybe once I've just gone past the psychological key levels, or maybe once I've retested the psychological key levels. So basically my strategy is based on the 4 hours psychological key levels. That is where we're looking to enter our trades at, but then we're not entering them on the 4-hour time frame, 1 hour time frame. We're entering them on either 15 minutes, or maybe if you want to perfect, or maybe just to narrow down the noise or everything, you're looking at the 5 minutes as well as the 1 minute. But then you should put that one aside, the 5 minutes and the 1 minute, because basically you'd have to be expected to be doing that one. So we have been looking at the 4 hours and the 15 minutes only. And then that is our time frame, 15 minutes. Okay, so this is our chart. So basically I'm choosing the day to have entered the trade. The instrument which I've chosen is it NAS100, obviously to be NAS100 for this one, and the direction, are we buying, are we selling, the outcomes, is it okay, did you win the trade or did you lose the trade, the comments, okay, basically what I've just seen with the trades. So it will be highly interactive, and then we're looking at maybe just taking 1 month only, and then finding out how the strategy goes within that 1 month. And yeah, so it's obviously the standard risk reward ratio. It's 1:3, 1:3, 1:2, 1:3, 1:2. If it is 1:1, it is not worth the risk. So I'm basically not entering that one. Yeah, let's get into the charts. So we are now on a 4-hour time frame. So this is NAS100. I'll just maybe pick a random spot where I'll be doing the back testing, or taking it all the way all the way, all the way. Yeah, let's cut it here. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've back tested, but I will try and do my best. This is supposed to be something which you're supposed to familiarize yourself with, like backtest the market, backtest the market randomly. Remember, we're only using a 4-hour time frame as well as the 15-minute time frame. So the first thing you do is you try and plot your support. This is your support, 1 touch, 2 touch, even though that did not touch. The secret is, if you're using trading view, you can select the settings and then you go to coordinates. Remember, I said we're using only double zeros at the end. So what happens is, with this one, we'll correct it to the nearest double zero. 10700. Boom, it has clicked 10700 as well. And remember, we're dealing with a zone. We're not dealing with only one line or one area. This is the zone. So this is a zone which we'll be using. We're looking at how the market behaves as it approaches these zones. This zone. How is the market approaching that zone? And then we enter based on that. Yeah, we'll do it all over and over where the market has shown a touch. We'll plot our line and then we correct to the nearest double zero or the double 50, and then 1, 2, 3, double zero at the end. Boom. Okay, just to make it short, here's a little shortcut. You just clone this one, we've already done. So basically they're all the same size. Zone we have already done. Same size. Then we move them forward. This is the tedious part of the strategy, but then once all has been done, it gets to be easy. You can only do this maybe once, maybe one time, just only one time in a month. You do that, and then you just basically see how the market approaches as it is. How the market is as it approaches those your chosen zones. It's double zero, double 50, double zero, 50, 50, double zero. That is what we're busy doing, just plotting double zeros and 50s. Interesting. Also, even with your as we're plotting only support, once the market is trending on the upwards, so basically plotting only support. You can also even plot in resistance. I will show you how do we plot also resistance. I will also plot resistance, but then we are only plotting support now because the market is trending to the upside. I'm telling you guys, this will shock you. It's the simplest way of trading. It is quite the simplest way of trading. These zones coupled with also using your alerts. These are the alerts. Okay, you cannot set up alerts because the market is basically not open right now, so it'll be useless to plot alerts because the market is not even open. But then we will see once the market opens, and then I'll try and show you how to in future videos how to plot your alerts as well, because you find that sometimes you're not even on the markets, like you're not monitoring the markets, and then price practically reaches the level which you are looking for, and you wanted to be in that trade, and then the alerts will help you, notify you whether, okay, now price is at this level which you are looking for, and then you can not only enter your trade, but then monitor the markets, and after monitoring the markets, you can maybe take advantage of that opportunity. It gets to be very painful for a trader not to be around the markets when price reaches a certain level which you're looking at entering. Look at that, guys, because I was looking at the 5 O's, because these are all double zeros, and then I wanted price to be at the 5 O's. Now at this level, this is a 5 O. Yes, it's fine, because I wanted to see whether this simple way of trading also applies at the 5 O's as well. So going forward, I will not do this again, whereby I will be plotting the psychological key levels. I will only refer to this video, then you can see how we are trading, and then you can plot as you see fit. Okay, now everything is plotted. Not everything, but I think we're missing one. There, price broke out and then retested. It will be quite a huge mistake not to plot that one out. Double zeros, boom, sits almost perfectly. Yes, we're in it. Sitting almost perfectly, and then select our zone. Remember, all our zones are equal. It is not a prerequisite for zones to be equal. You can have a zone which is wider than the other one, but as long as you know that, okay, now this is the zone which you're looking for. Yeah, we have plotted our zones. And remember, on the 4 hours, we're looking for psychological key levels, which are these zones. We're looking at the market structure. Is the market creating higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows? That is basically what we're looking for at the 4 hours. And then also we're plotting trend lines at the 4 hours. So this is the 4 hours. That is what we have done. Okay, now market structure. This is higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. Okay, this is your low, this is your low, this is your low. Basically, the market was trending up from this direction, from this point to that point, up until the market, there was a reversal, because this is your lows, this is your last lower, higher low. That's last lower higher low, therefore creating another low, and therefore creating a higher, a lower high. Another low, also equal. So basically what you can say is that the market is showing signs of reversal. Not only showing signs of reversal, the market is completely reversed. Remember, this is our next psychological level. Let's try and view how the market behaves in that within these areas. Okay, Yes. Basically, that was a mistrade. That was definitely a mistrade. If you had gone on the 15 minute, you would have caught that one. Okay, now it's fine. You will miss others and then also catch others. Remember, the market moved up from this level. Look at how it reacted for that. That is why I was saying it was a missed trade on my part. The reaction, how it reacted to that level, and then we are looking at how our price approaches this psychological key level, and then we can take our time frame to 15 minutes. We're dealing with 15 minutes now. Dealing with 15 minutes. How is the market approaching a psychological key level? Explaining. That was an impulse. This is a correction. This is an ascending pattern. An ascending pattern meaning one thing. It is a reversal pattern. So what we are anticipating, we're anticipating market to break out, retest, and then down to that area as well. We are only entering once those conditions are met. On the 15-minute time frame, breakout, you can get ready for your sell entry. Meets our conditions to 2. Let's move it once. Boom. Here's our entry. Entry has been completed. Date is on the 8th of March 2021. Yes. So watch how the market goes. Basically, when the market pushes this way, you would have been out on this one. So we'll count this one as a winner anyway. Count it as a winner anyway, because basically the market has pushed down long enough, and you would I normally would have closed this one as a winner anyway. So what I do is check the date. It's the 8th of March 2021. March 2021. Nas100. Direction, it was a sell. Outcomes, it's a win. Comment. Okay, I can put in an ascending pattern. That was a trade 1 anyway. I think we need to number them because as we're going forward, we won't know how many trades we entered. Okay, we're back on. Let's just leave the trade as it is, and then we're going to back to 4 hours. As you see, what happened was, remember, we also on the 4 hour, whereby we're also plotting trend lines as well. Trend lines can help you to plot the nature of the market. You can see the nature of the market, most likely points where the market will probably make a turn, or most likely areas where the market has created a trend. So with this trend, how the market approaches the psychological key level again. Are we breaking off the trend, or are we taking the market to the downside? Let's see on the 4 hour how we go. Still continuation, most likely we're breaking the trend and then retesting the key level and showing signs of bullishness. This is even showing that there is an engulfing on the 4 hour. Then you can take it to the 15. Here's an interesting part. Very, very much interesting. Just watch how tricky Nasdaq can be. Nasdaq can be very, very tricky, because now you have approached your psychological key level and you have approached it. You are creating some sort of a channel. I would say this is the channel which has been created. Under 15 minutes, remember now, you would say the channel has been broken, retested, and you would have made an entry to the downside. That would be correct. But then do remember now that I would categorize this as an impulse, a push pull, and then this is a correction. So my chosen pattern would be not necessarily be a reversal, but a continuation. That's a flag continuation pattern. What I'm looking for price to break out, retest, and then continue. And if it happens that price continues on a bearish momentum, I'm looking for the breakout, because what happens is, what I've noticed also with patterns is, yes, they are accurate if you follow them to the T, but then remember, we're not market makers, and market makers are aware that we are aware of patterns, so they are surely sometimes going to create some diversions or some tricks whereby you find continuation patterns being presented, and then continuation patterns not acting the way they are supposed to be acting. So that is why I'm saying, most likely 80% I'm looking for price to break out on the upside, retest, and then continue. And also there is a possibility, which I'm even aware of, that price can also break on the downside, retest, and then push bearish. So I'm covered on that, as long as I'm trading where price is, well, as long as I'm trading where near my psychological key levels, my double zeros as well as my 50s, then I know now something is going to happen. The secret is, the trick is, you're waiting for traders to create volume, and then you're joining that volume as well. That is the secret, or the key behind the strategy, or maybe trading based on your psychological levels. Can we just continue? And then we're seeing how price presents itself, a breakout, which I would not say it is a breakout, and then we're correct, and then we're constantly correcting our trend lines according to how the market presents itself, because market will present itself going forward in many forms. So you have to adjust your thinking and your way of analysis based on the market, how the market presents itself to you. How is the market presenting itself to you? Looking for a break and a retest. Looking for a break and a retest. That's what I'm looking for. How is current market presenting itself to you? How is the market being presented to you? Is what you're looking for. Boom. Do we wait for a retest? No, we do not wait for a retest, because price has basically impulse showing bullish momentum. This is your entry. Stop loss beyond your low. And then we go. We have done all we can. We just let the price do what the price has to do. Or let price do what it has to do. If you are a trader who believes in securing or maybe securing profit as price pushes up, you would have been maybe on a risk-free entry whereby you move a stop loss to your entry by now, if you are that kind of a trader. Which is why I really hate doing that, because what happens is, if you had pushed the your stop loss to your entry now, you would have been taken out by the market at this point. Just have to let market do what the market has to do, and this could be taking a while. Let's just switch it up a little to 1 hour. Switch it up a little to 1 hour by trying to save time. Boom. We have hit our take profit once more. Okay, in my attempt to do a trade review, price was approaching the psychological key level. I'll try and be very slow on this one, because it's quite very much important. Price is approaching the psychological key level. Price fakes out as if it is going to create a reversal pattern, but then knowing all the patterns, you should be telling yourself, okay, now this is a push, and then price is creating a pattern which is in this manner. This is a corrective continuation pattern. As soon as price breaks out that corrective continuation pattern, you can enter your buys, meaning price is ready to come to move to surge forward in a continuation manner. It is continuing moving forward. Your entry with your stop loss right below the pattern. You just let price do what it has to do. You do not move your stop loss to your entry, all that thing. You do not say, oh, as price is going up. You just let price move to either your stop loss or your take profit. But then you would have known that now you have done, your due diligence has been done. Okay, you move forward, you enter the trade on the 10th. It's the 10th of March 2021. Guys, my one is not pressing. I've been seeing this. Why is my one not pressing anymore? Hey, okay, it's fine. Use this other one anyway. And then it's NAS. Hey, 100. What happened to that? Okay, we wanna buy now. Hitting the market both ways. Okay, the comments would be it was a continuation pattern. Continuation pattern created a flag or a pennant. Continuation pattern, not a flat, but a flag. Yes. Moving forward on the 8th, we took a win. On the 10th, we took a win. Let's take our market back to 4 hours. Remember, we do not use even the 1 hour time frame. I only used the 1 hour time frame to move our replay forward, as it was moving quite slowly. Just trying to save time as well now on a replay mode. Currently, I just moved our time frame to only the 1 hour time frame. Time frames we use 4 hours and as well as the 15. You can also use the 5 minutes as well as the 3 minutes. I particularly enjoy using the 3 minutes when I'm on live market conditions. But then basically I'm not on live market conditions now. Just wanted to show you guys that now this way of trading also works on the 15 minutes. You can use the 4 hours, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and 1 minute with this simple way of trading. It's quite simple, really. Like I've realized one thing: as long as you are strong mentally, you just have to be strong mentally just to endure the highs and the lows of the market, because the market can do a lot of strange things, and then you keep on flickering your trades, playing around with your trades. This is not applicable now. Okay, that was your low, that was your previous low, and then that was your high, and then we've beaten that high. This is a new addition. Price broke out, retested that key level. You're not only dwelling on the key levels which you have previously determined. You're continuously determining key levels. Continuously determining key levels. Just as this one, it has been like determined as you guys were watching it unfold. Simple. How is price approach this key level? That is what we're looking for now. 15 minutes. That is a counter trend line. Should that counter trend line be broke, retested, you're entering a buy to this area. Not even retested. If it's broken, we're just basically entering. Taking entry. Stop loss. Remember I said if it's 1:1, there is no need to bother with that one. Let's let the entry go. Now the pattern has basically presented itself. It's a triangle pattern. Triangle pattern, normally this one is a continuation, but then knowing our market is tricky. This could be a reversal. Could either break to the downside or the upside. Let us see how that all unfolds. Breaking up to the upside. You have to have a keen eye when it comes to patterns. That is one thing I'll suggest you get to get yourself familiarize yourself with. Have a keen eye on patterns. Have a keen eye on how market approaches psychological key levels. Psychology is quite important. Okay, prices pushed to the downside, and then we've taken our first loss. Okay, it was on the 17th. 17th. 17 March 2021. Nas100. We was on a buy, and then we took our only loss. It was a triangle pattern. Okay. Wow. It's your high, your higher low, your higher high, your higher low. You can pull up your fib. You can also have your fib can also act as your confluence as well. I would look into this area, but then it would mean, okay, now if I'm looking into this area, I basically have little space to maneuver on the upside and then also on the downside. Let's just move the market forward. Boom. Had I looked into that area, life would have been nice. Laughing all the way to the bank, but I wouldn't even have a reason why I would enter that trade anyway. Let's go back to 4 hours. Man, you will miss some and then you will also get some, don't worry. Market always presents opportunities for us, man. Always presents opportunities for us. Now we're here on our psychological level again. Take it to the 15 minutes. Try to assess structure. Your high, your lower, your higher low, your higher high, higher low. A double top, but then we seldom trade those. Could be a sign of a reversal because the lower the lowest low was here. We can break, we test, continue low, or move to the upside. Only the 15-minute will tell us what will happen. Interesting. Let the market play out. Let the market play its hand. Wait for the market to play its hand. How is the market going to play its hand? Which hand is being presented to you? Remember, this is an impulse, this is a correction, and then within that correction, you're basically looking for the pattern which will be created. That's why I'm saying you should be familiar with patterns. If you're familiar with patterns, this gets to be walk in the park. Yeah, in live market conditions, this is the what, not the Sydney session, the Japanese session, filled with a lot of consolidating market. Like market is moving sideways, and then the market breaks to the downside. Breaking to the downside. This is the London Open. Give it some time for a sign of a retest. Let's see what happened was. That was a huge fake out. Huge fake out, man. Huge. Or was it a fake out? That's the market play. It's exactly a fake out. That is where we take our enter. Us taking our entry. Not a sell, man. Why would I sell this market? This market is buying. Markets you find they are buying. Traders are buying and selling. We take it all the way to the upside. All the way. Why are we taking it all the way? Because we have seen, look, now this level is not even holding. It's not even holding. It has been broken several times. Even though it has been breaking and retested, chances are it will break again. It's not even holding. Yes. We've hit our stop loss. That happens. So basically we've taken 2 wins and then 2 losses, 50%. That's great. As long as you're having greater wins than like losses. 2:1, remember? 3:1. So even if we lose 50-50, we still end up being winners. 19. I like this one because the turnaround time was little less, from 17th to the 19th. Wow. March 2021. Took a buy, and we were met with a loss. Wow. It was a continuation part. It was a reversal pattern, and I particularly enjoy backtesting my strategy. So I know when the new week starts, I know what to look for. I specifically know what I am doing, so you find me backtesting like for hours and hours doing this. Hours and hours. What is the H4 presenting to you? This is a reversal. Patience, patience, patience. This is a reversal based on, like, you are seeing huge rejections on the 1800, huge rejections on the 12800. So with this type of a market, I'm specifically looking for buys only. Only for buys, nothing else I'm looking for. But I'll take sales if they present themselves in a proper manner. I will take sales if they present themselves in a proper manner. You can't be saying, nah, man, I'm looking for buys, looking for buys. In a selling market, how can you be looking for buys? Who does that? Even though there's a lot of noise, still take our buy. This was your low. Yeah. Why we took our buy? This side took out both these highs. So we are anticipating price to be moving on the upside. Let's put 1 hour so we can something I'd like to really see if this key level is going to hold. Didn't hold. If it doesn't hold, I'm just taking it out. It's sort of holding because there is some rejection as price goes towards it. Yes, it was holding, it was holding, it's still holding, still holding, still holding, still holding, and then we missed an entry right about there. Continuation entry. Okay, we took our entry. On the 22nd. March 2021. 2021. That was a good year. Good year. Yeah, buying. Yeah, we hit our loss. Break and retest. Okay, let's see. We are still moving forward. Still moving forward. Still moving forward. Still sticking to the rules. 4 hours. What is the market presenting to us now? Hey, Nasdaq. This one can be tricky. Seen so many traders blowing accounts. Millions flying in the air being blown. Hey, Nasdaq. Telling you, this one is a hard one, man. It's a hard one. But it can produce results, man. Once you follow your rules with your psychology intact, can bring like great results. Great results. Like seeing guys buying cars, seeing guys taking their families out of poverty, seeing guys changing lives with this trading. That's why we decided to be part of this game, and it's not only a game, not only a lifestyle how it is portrayed, but it is a way whereby the less fortunate can change their lives and also can change their family lives, you know. But you have to keep like keeping on. Let's try and recap. Okay, this is a push. Then this whole structure is a correction. Say one touch, two touch. It's 1, 2, 3. So we're anticipating price to be moving forward. Remember here our price has approached our psychological key level. Remember we missed this trade, which was a good thing because it was basically a fake out. A push, a correction. Faked a lot of traders out, went in like selling, came back on, retesting. And a rejection, a form of rejection in this area would be enough for us to enter. Not yet presented. You see, the secret is, the trick is like waiting. You wait. Not just to see an impulse and then you're busy jumping onto it. Patience is key. Back to 4 hours. Boom. At the break of this high would have been our entry. So we take that without stop loss on the low. Remember the last time we looked down on this level, showed us flames. So yeah, let the good times roll. Let the good times. Little trick broken. Then let's take it to 15 minutes. I don't want to. Many entries would have been presenting themselves. Many. As soon as price broke over here and then retested, would have been another entry. Yeah, would have been another entry. Many entries would have like presented themselves. At the break of this level is another entry. Why you say, because remember this is like, this would be your previous high, and then this is your low. At the break of that would be a higher high, and then this would be a higher high, and then at the retest of that would be your higher low. It's just market structure. See, that was one entry. Second entry, then with also this one being your third entry. Sometimes you get trades like this and then you just stack them up, but then also remember it broke this psychological key level, the 1300 to 100, breaking the 1300 to 100 from an impulse and then a correction. So what you're anticipating another impulse. That impulse was presented. That is why the third entry was there. Also, the nice thing is with this one, the third entry, it's confirming your both entries that you are on the right direction going forward. Then you put it forward, and then you've taken 1, 2, 3 wins within just one trade, which started on them 21 March. Is it 21? Can't be 21. It's 26 March. 26 March 2021. Nas100. Bye. How did the first trade present itself? Break and retest. Yes, broken and retested. Remember, on live market conditions, this is not what I use. On live market conditions, I use a program called Notion. Let me just show you just a little glimpse of it, whereby I have my trading plan, also my trading Bible as it is my trading plan, and all my trading activities being highlighted there. And also with Notion, you do have an app whereby you can use it on your mobile devices, your phone. So it helps a lot. Even when I'm not in front of my PC, I can journal my trades as well. Okay, so basically my trading Bible is my trading journal as well as my trading plan. So I always keep those to the T. The reason for entry on this one, very similar, break and retest. Head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders also presented itself. But do remember, all my trades have got one thing in common, only one thing in common. That one thing in common being they are all taken closer to the psychological key level. All taken closer to the psychological key level. How market behaves as it is approaching psychological key level is very fundamental, very important on the way I place my trades. So with this one on the 26th, it was basically just sticking to structure. Stick to structure. Okay, Notion has opened. Okay, we'll try and take the service some other time. This is Notion. Even though I'm facing some network difficulties at the moment, this is my trading plan. Okay, we just have to move fast and forward on it. My trading notes, my trading goals, my trading journal. That is the app I use for journaling my trading, and then also keeping my trading in one place, and also my goals as well, as I did highlight in the first place that now trading is not only about the strategy you're using. It is mostly about your psychological well-being, how you handle certain situations, certain instances. That is what trading is also about. So I try to also keep that part of the body, that part of the more mental well-being very well taken care of. You set goals, you have set routines, you stick to them, and yeah, it can be a bit of an easy job. I wanted to keep the video very short, not that long. So 1 hour has gone by. I will do a part 2 of it, a follow-up. So, but then basically I have highlighted on how I approach my trading, how I approach my entering my trades. So let's try and do a little recap before I go. We'll look at the 4-hour time frame. So at the 4-hour time frame, we're looking for psychological key levels. Those psychological key levels being numbers ending in levels ending in 00 and 50, and then you also highlight the zone around that psychological key level, and then also look for market structure. Is the market trending up? Is the market trending down? Also plot trend lines as well. So on the 15-minute time frame, we're looking for how the market approaches those psychological killer levels, which were plotted on the 4 hours. And we also look for chart patterns. Is it a continuation pattern? Is it a reversal pattern? Is it a break and retest? Any other pattern? And that is also our entry time frame. As soon as we enter our trade, we let our trade play. It's either hitting take profit or stop loss. Yeah. I also wanted to thank you guys for your time. Going forward, I'll do a part 2 of this. I plan to keep it as a series going forward. Yeah, I hope you did say something, and then you did learn something on how I trade. If maybe anything was not clarified, remember I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect person. Going forward, I'll also correct any other mistakes. Please do remember to like, subscribe, and also to comment on my YouTube channel, and also do like this video. Okay, thank you guys. See you on the next one. This was fun, man.